Greetings, brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to another reaction on this Mystelics reaction. Guys, welcome to every single one of you guys who tune in to see what's up with my thoughts and comments on this here reaction vibrations. Also, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below so I can see and others can see as well. Keep in mind that I react to the video with the most comments, brothers and sisters. I react to the comments of the video that has the most comments. So definitely leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below. It's gonna be an interesting one, no doubt about it. So definitely do so. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Click it. Don't be shy. Click the thing to push these videos further and further day, and of course to do what? So that you will be notified, of course, when YouTube has to share more of my videos for you guys as well. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you'll be notified when I post and publish them in that regard. When you click the thumbs up button, YouTube then recommends more of my videos. When you click the subscribe button, YouTube notifies you at different times, apparently, when I post and publish a new video. So definitely do so, brothers and sisters, and with that stated right there, let us get into the vibrations. Who is this individual that you see right there? Well, we're about to find out. All right. Let's take a listen to what he has to say in that regard.
12% of an entire country licensed for mining. The nature island of the Caribbean, Dominica. You heard me right. Let me show you how close we came to losing it.
To losing it. Okay, that's interesting right there, brothers and sisters. On the merit that we're talking about mining. All right. Mining in Dominica. I know a number of individuals thought, Mystelics, what you were saying back in the day. What you saying then? What? Well, apparently, he's got a deep dive there. Apparently, there was a situation where they tried to do mining in Dominica, or they wanted to contract individuals to come in to do mining. What exactly is in Dominica to mine gold? Well, we're about to find out.
So picture this. It's the late 1990s. Dominica, lush rainforest, waterfalls, amazing biodiversity. Then comes a knock on the door. It's an international mining company from Australia, or BHP. They want to dig our land for copper and gold.
So apparently they must have seen Dominica as a volcanic place. And we know that there's some, they don't just come out from anywhere and decide they want to dig for copper and gold, brothers and sisters. They must have seen something. But apparently, yes, that actually took place, guys. That took place. This is one of the reasons why I reference mining around the region where they do in the international airport. Or trying to find dirt. All right.
In the Degradation area.
That's exactly the map that I used. Brothers and sisters. Anyways, let's continue.
In the heart of our rainforest.
In the heart of the rainforest.
Of the land gone for copper. For a small island struggling economically, the banana industry collapsing, unemployment on the rise.
Listen well.
This seemed like salvation. This would provide jobs, foreign exchange. This would be a new start for Dominica.
Copper. Mining copper. And potentially gold, you know. It would be, you know. All right.
But our island isn't just land. Its rivers feed our villages, the forest holds the soil together. Its ecosystem literally
connects
holds
to each
the
other,
land
yeah.
together. No, we know it didn't happen because there are no copper mines. But what if it did?
Interesting. What if it did? Because he's saying there are no copper mines. Doesn't mean there's not copper there. There's no copper mines. There's an interesting one. Let's continue.
Would it have made Dominica better off? A 2007 study by Emmeline Harris-Charles and Carlisle Pemberton seek to answer that question. Copper mining and the environmental cost in Dominica.
So obviously they tend to do some environmental studies before they do anything of that sort or want to do anything of that sort. That's why they did this study.
I read this entire paper and I'm here to tell you all about it. They didn't just count the profits, they counted everything else. The non-market costs, clean water, biodiversity,
the affecting of the nature
island's ecotourism image. Because once a river is poisoned or a species disappears, there is no invoice for that.
That's true. Destroying the natural habitat. And when you destroy the natural habitat, you destroy part of yourself because that is part of who you are. You are a natural being. Well, except for the weave and stuff and, you know, makeup and animals.
Crunch the numbers, the results are brutal. Even under conservative assumptions, the mine's net positive value minus the benefit cost was negative.
Negative. So that's, I guess, when they were doing the studies and whatnot, when they wanted to come in, they realized all that study and realized it wasn't a good thing for Dominica when it comes down to the nature isle aspect of Dominica.
In other words, the environment would pay more than the island could ever earn from the mines. And here's the crazy part. They compared Dominica's risks to what had already happened at the Okatedi mines in Papua New Guinea. In Papua, millions and tons of waste rock were dumped into rivers, killing fish, flooding villages, wiping out entire ecosystems.
Didn't we hear something similar to this, brothers and sisters, on the basis that rivers are drying up, the rivers are being destroyed, on the basis of it creating the international airport? I mean, I've listened to Guaye, the individual who's literally there, telling you that the rivers are no more. They're almost non-existent. They cannot use the rivers because the rivers are contaminated and so forth and so forth. Remember, he came on the podcast and said this kind of stuff. I don't know. Let's continue.
An environmental disaster so massive that BHP had to pull out and pay damages. Now imagine that on our tiny island where everything is connected. I don't think
I like the fact that he mentioned this. Let's take a listen again.
where everything is connected.
Everything is connected. This is one of the reasons why I always have this. I don't have concrete proof of this, but every time there's some sort of situation that is happening where they're doing some digging or trying to do some stuff somewhere, you realize that our waterfalls or rivers pay the price for it. You realize that, right? Even the area where they're building the international airport, a lot of rivers that are there are drying up at present. Interesting, isn't it?
I don't think Dominica would be able to survive such a catastrophe. So what did the researchers find? Well, when environmental costs were left out, the mine looked profitable. But once you added environmental costs in, it collapsed.
Was there any environmental studies that was done for the international airport? I don't know. I'm asking brothers and sisters. Because people have been asking that same question I'm asking. It's not me that is the first one. So was there any environmental studies that was done on the impact of the area, especially the area that you're using for the international airport? Was there any studies done?
That is a trap for short-term economics. When you only measure money, everything else seems free until it's gone. Dominicans protested. Conservationists called it the greatest threat
That's Afi right there.
since Columbus, and they won. And the company withdrew. And
So the company did come, started doing their thing. Dominicans say, not today. Maybe some other time.
that decision mattered because this study proves something bigger. Protecting nature isn't anti-development. It's recognizing that environmental health is economic health. Ecotourism, sustainable agriculture, clean water, these are real investments.
Clean water.
Copper? That's a 25-year dig followed by thousands of years of damage. So the next time someone says it's just business, ask whose business? Because
Good
in
question.
Dominica's case, this was the smartest move to leave the copper in the ground.
So there was copper, or there is copper in the ground. Because they would not just come and just say, hey, let's dig to see if we find anything. We don't find anything, we destroy the environment, that's it. It's not so it does work.
The real treasure was never the minerals, it was the rainforest.
The nature.
Thank you guys for listening. This was a very interesting read. I had no idea this happened until just a few days ago when I dove into this. And I just wanted to share it because when this happened, I was a baby. And I just wanted to let other people know
I wasn't existing
this
yet.
amazing thing happened. And this horrible thing almost happened.
Keep in mind, he said this horrible thing almost happened. Brothers and sisters, fast forwarding today, what exactly is this stuff? What exactly is that? What is going on there? What I don't know. Talk to me. What is this, brothers and sisters? What is that? What are they doing there? What? I always found it very interesting when I saw photos, or not photos, of trucks, international airport trucks, go in the opposite direction, carrying dirt. I always found that interesting. Like I would be driving, brothers and sisters, and I would meet one of these gray trucks. Or I think I've seen a red truck, but I remember seeing one of the gray trucks or white trucks, whatever you want to call it, going, heading down Roseau side. I don't know if it's called you, they go down some, they heading down Roseau side, brothers and sisters, and they carrying dirt where they come out. When they come out, now keep in mind, they going to Roseau. So I say maybe it's Collier they're going, but that doesn't make sense because I've seen it a number of times. I've seen it a number of times. They're carrying dirt, brothers and sisters. Where they going? We talk about transparency, brothers and sisters. We have apparently nobody asking questions. What is this stuff? What exactly is this stuff, man? What is going on right here? Anyways, fast forward of late, brothers and sisters. He came back. What is he talking about this time? I don't know. Well, let's see.
You asked what's happening in Dave.
Gary, do you have any idea what is currently happening now in Dubois area? In the Dubois area. That's the same area where you talk about the map. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. If I can see it there. The thumbnail. No, I'm not seeing the thumbnail. Look at there. What exactly is happening in this area? People are asking. Alright, let's see. Well, my brother, the Chinese are right outside the boundary of the Central Forest Reserve, and the Pigwa River is already suffering. Interesting. So people have been noticing something happening. Pigwa River is suffering. Oh, all right. All right. Oh, let me read some of the others. Aren't those same areas being dug right now? But to me, didn't I say this kind of things back then? No? Are they being dug? Remember, they shift from the west side, brothers and sisters, and they go to the east side. Why? They said you're looking for dirt. To do what? You have a whole mountain you need to take down. You need dirt to do what? I don't know, you know, brothers. I'm just asking questions, you see.
Today?
But the Chinese is doing it right now. Well, they say the Chinese doing it, so, you know. What do I know? Not true? Let's continue.
Listen carefully. This isn't thunder. This is the sound of a river being broken down.
This is the sound of a river being broken down. So when I heard people like Guaye talking about the rivers, we're supposed to protect our rivers. That's one of the things in Dominica we definitely need to do. Protect our rivers. When you look at places like Roseau has a lot of Sus regions, that of which they covered. And as a result of covering it, the gas cannot come out mid the cold air and turn into water to create these rivers. Brothers and sisters, you see, and we call ourselves the nature island of the Caribbean. What? Well, let's see. What's up?
Again.
So he's saying this, brothers and sisters. Listen carefully. This isn't thunder.
This isn't thunder.
This is the sound of a river being broken down again.
Sound of a river being broken down.
This is the sound of a river being broken down again. We call ourselves the nature isle of the Caribbean. Brothers and sisters, one thing, when we call ourselves one thing and then you see others doing something else, and you know about certain situations, especially this is why history is important. All what he mentioned there, this is what I went off, brothers and sisters, and realized that in certain areas that they're doing this digging of sorts, that is the same areas that have been stated have copper in there. And then I'm seeing trucks going to Roseau region, and they wondered why are they going that direction with dirt? You know, I don't know, brothers and sisters, but let's continue.
Again, this is Degradation 2025. Quick recap. In part 1, we uncovered how Degradation was once targeted for a copper mine.
Remember, he said once targeted for a copper mine, they realized the environmental impacts and decided to stop.
A project so big that it would have affected 3 major watersheds.
Okay, watersheds, all right. Pigwa River, somebody talk to me. All right.
Never happened. Until today.
Until today? What? Okay.
In that very same valley, something new is happening. Let's get our bearings because location is the story. All right. Here's Dominica. Zoom in. This is Degradation right here. The quarry side. See these 2 branches? They form the Pigwa River. Up here is the Northern Forest Reserve, Central Forest Reserve, and just below are the communities Stonefield, Concord, Pigwa, and Caledon Territory. Now that we understand, let's talk about it. Almost 30 years later, the same area is being mined again. Different material, same story. The reason to build a new international airport, they call it development, but the locals of Concord call it something else.
But they dig in the same area. Whether it be for copper or for international airport, brothers and sisters. Why is this specific area that they choose? Knowing that the specific areas where environmental studies were done for this particular region, they literally go into the exact region to dig. do this same environmental impact that would have damaged Dominica for thousands of years. Brothers and sisters, Dominica is connected. When I see certain things happening, I think about these things never used to happen before. Then especially, let's say it used to happen to a little magnitude, but to a massive magnitude, we would consider it climate change, but not climate change, brothers and sisters, it's the people themselves that are affecting the connections of Dominica. And when they affect the connections of Dominica, you see the effects elsewhere. And you wonder why, how these things will start to happen. Really? You wondering why? Okay.
No one told them that this was coming. They just reach. No hearing.
No hearing. They don't tell the people nothing. Nothing at all. So last time the people stopped them checking this is dangerous. This time they don't hear there's nothing to the people. And I think the people that are involved in these things care about the people there. They don't say nothing at all.
No documents, no meetings.
Nothing at all. All right.
No environmental, social impact.
Nothing at present. Nothing at present, brother and sister. Nothing. But they build an airport. At what cost, brothers and sisters? At what cost? I remember when they reached out to me, brothers and sisters, for me to do a drone footage over the area, indicating that they need to see where the swamplands are. Swamplands, keep in mind, that was when they had my drone, you know, brothers and sisters. These people were so desperate to know what was happening. They were willing to write police report to get back the drone. I'm not making this stuff up, bro. I wish I was making this sound like a movie. These people did not, but they knew it's that area they were going to do. They did not even know what was in the land. They wanted my drone to be used so they can go over and survey to see where the swamplands. The individual told me, I don't call him, I can't call him. The individual told me exactly, we want to see where the swamplands are. But not in copper mining area though.
Assessment for the public to see. As far as we know, the mining excavation started in August, and right now it's just a testing phase. The real project starts in January 2026.
Okay. All right, brothers and sisters. All right then. Well, I keep, brothers, oh my God. I was telling people in the next 15 years, 10 to 15 years, if all that, Dominica will be on it. Dominica's faced drought already. This is not the first time, you know, Dominica's faced drought. Even Domlek complaining and saying water levels are low. And now they have this going on again. I remember when they shift from the West Coast Road, brothers and sisters, and they went to the next side, the east side. And they don't telling the people nothing at all.
What awaits us is years of blasting, digging, and dumping.
Yes.
Right above a river where generations have depended on.
So,
the Concord Pega River once ran clear. People bathed, people cooked there. People's livelihoods and businesses depended on.
Look at how low the river is, brothers and sisters. We seen stones there. You seen stones? The river was bigger than this thing over there. You know that? These stones were covered. And this is across Dominica that I tend to see. One of the things that break my heart the most, brothers and sisters, as a little boy, 11, 12 years old, we used to go up Layu, campers going Layu, brothers and sisters. And we used to surf. We surf in Layu. Boy. We used to surf. There's a long rock that was in the Layu River. And the river used to flow fast. So when you jump in that, just taking you down and you have to surf on the rock. That taking you all the way down. Boy, I tell you, boy. Try that now. Just try it. Go in the same area, jump in the same and see a river taking you nowhere. See if it takes you nowhere. You will stay there for the 2, 3, 4 days though before you reach down there. Anyway.
That river being clear and pristine. With a nature island, of course. Now it's milky and thick with fine sediment. Rock slippery from bacterial growth. The aquatic life is in danger. And some residents say that the water irritates their skin. Largely, people risk crossing a slippery water bridge.
Pause there. As I'm talking about the Lai River, remember, When at one point in time, brothers and sisters, this is why I see we have leaders that just don't care. They're probably thinking about the money factor, but they don't care about the environmental factor. They're probably thinking of their decisions causing them to make less money as a result of CBI. Because certain people have, tell you, humans boy. And the funny thing, brothers and sisters, every time I talk about these things, the Bible verse has remember, the great book verse has remember, you know. Even if they were to send somebody from the grave to go and warn the people, they still wouldn't listen. Boy, that is truly something else.
Every day, trucks wash there, blocking the paths. The quarry site borders two forest reserves, primarily the Northern Forest Reserve, and sits...
That river gone. It gone. I tell you already, gone. Okay. Watch, and you will see. You heard it there first, you know, brothers and sisters. November 26th. You heard it here first. All right.
Where two rivers
continue.
Meet the Pego River. The same forest shelters the parrots, agoutis, the manikou, now stripped bare. Some of these
no strip bare, not true. Okay.
trees survived Maria, but not the excavators.
Not the excavators, no. They survived the Hurricane Maria, Category 5, 160 plus wind speeds, brothers and sisters. But they wouldn't escape the excavators. You seen the effects?
We were never told, we just saw the machine start.
Okay. So if you were never told about this particular thing that you've seen objectively, what else is the question? Have we not been told about? What else? In fact, are they doing this so the Chinese can get additional money for themselves, maybe to pay off the debts that Dominica owes China? Keep in mind, China is Dominica's #1 creditor. #1 creditor. We owe China the most. Yet we're giving China how much projects to do? I don't understand. How you owing me, then hiring me to come and do your project for you? Just for you to give me more money. And then you still have to pay me the money you owe me.
The Kalanago chief called for an immediate stop. Of course, Hafu is her authority, but the work continues.
Of course it continues. You think they worry the people? You think they care about the people unless the people decide, hey, let us come together as a unit? But other people so disenfranchised, brothers and sisters. Are they so lacking in understanding as to exactly what is happening to them that nobody would come? And then we look in, brothers and sisters, pick at river. We used to swing, brothers and sisters. You swear the jungle I was in Picard. We used to swing on them kind of rope and jump in the water. Try that down there. Try and well, I don't think that rope again. Tie a rope, brothers and sisters. Take your father garden rope. Tie it on one of them trees and go and swing and let go. Just let go. If you don't break your foot, you must break.
If it's just for stones, why here? What?
My question exactly. Why there? Why exactly in that area? Why there? That is my point, brothers and sisters. Why?
Why inside a watershed when coastal quarries exist? Maybe it's just rocks. Maybe
it's just rocks. You seen the impact already. You're talking about maybe it's just rocks. Okay.
But this is the same valley once marked for copper and gold. So some wonder if the story is the same, just rewritten.
Exactly. This time they don't tell the people nothing. Back in the day was I come to the people, so they tell the people, hey, this is what we want to do, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. When the people start seeing the environmental impact, they stopped BhP, whatever you want to call it, the Australian company. They stopped them. We see the environmental impact. They go and tell them, hey, this needs to stop. And work still continues. All right. Doesn't that tell you something about the leaders, brothers and sisters? Doesn't that tell you, I mean, oh God have mercy.
Because this isn't only about the river and about the forest reserves. This is about trust. A nature island government digging for nature itself. A project in the shadows, a community living with the runoff. 30 years ago, Dominica said no to mining here. Now the same soil bleeds again. For concrete or for copper? Maybe the question isn't what we are building, but what we are willing to
destroy. Exactly.
To get there. Because when progress looks like this, and the water turns against you, It's hard to tell where the project ends and when the damage begins. Less of context.
Oh,
How big is this quarry?
Oh my goodness.
It's about, let's compare it to something that we know. And we're going down. So this is the capital of Roseau. So keep in mind, this is Roseau of 1991, but it's still Roseau. So we can see it being big as Roseau, plus gardens. It's going to be a big freaking quarry. And it's right in the heart of Dominica,
3 Rivers.
right here in Debush. Thank you guys for listening.
Well, what are your thoughts, guys? Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. I gave my thoughts already. I start talk about this. I told you about it. And the funny thing is, brothers and sisters, everything I've stated, every single thing, from the time when I mentioned, and the whole of Dominica turned against me when I said that. And that was in the beginning, that was after 2015 when I stated that the government was giving only their people sending their resources, and government giving who they want, they choose them to give their people, not who in need, they're giving their people. And the whole of Dominica turned against me, only to find out a week later it was true. Brothers and sisters, things have been saying time and time over time again. Everything I've been stating, it had came to long before that, brothers and sisters, when I said that Scarrett is going to make himself a king. Right now, Scarrett is getting $64,000 a month, even on for a mansion that he stated that he's not going to be staying in. Then later on, Reginald came and said, hey, he's done well. What? And now he's staying in the very mansion, brothers and sisters. And on top of that, he's going to be staying in his 3rd mansion, bigger than the previous mansions that he stayed in before. I said Scarrett is going to make himself a king. You're telling people these things. People just doesn't listen. Look at what is happening to Dominica right now. And this thing started long before he even knew, because that is what they were doing. They dug up certain areas, brothers and sisters, saying they're looking for dirt or stone. They leave the area and they go on the west coast. They don't go anywhere, brothers and sisters. They go directly in the copper area. Directly in it, Not on this side of it, not 10 miles from it, and then they probably dig it on the under and look for things. No, they go directly. Well, guys, let me know your thoughts, man. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below. This is all about for this vibration, brothers and sisters. Don't forget to click the thumbs up, and I would appreciate that. And with us today, be real, Saturday King always. Thanks so much for watching. Be positive.